Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's Stephen here from Glen Car Sales. If you are new, this is a sales walk-around video which we do of every piece of stock that comes into the garage. If you'd like to subscribe, that way you'll not miss any more stock updates, and I also do the odd car review as well. This video is sponsored by WeWon'tBuyAnyCar.com, which is actually us, and if you're looking to sell your sports or prestige vehicle, we'd love to hear from you, and you can do that by clicking just up here to start your valuation today. Today we're going to be taking a look at this lovely white E92 M3. It's a 2009 on a 58 plate, 4 owners and 53,000 miles with a, I'm sure it's a 12 stamp service history, but it's very, very comprehensive, if not full. So without further ado, let's take the camera around and show you what sort of condition it's in. Oops, sorry guys, let me just get my camera flipped round. There we are. So we'll start at the front, we'll work our way around all of the bodywork, all of the wheels, and then we'll finish off with a look over the interior, a start of the engine, and then a look over the engine bay. All the cars here at Glen Car Sales aren't detailed, however this one was sold only 4 months ago to James Burrows, good customer of the garage. James always fancied an E92 M3, but after doing 6,000 miles in it in just 3 months, it was time to return to something that was a little bit more sensible for his commute, but fair play James for trying to run one. It came back in literally exactly the same condition as it left, so it was a quick detail, a run round to Turner Autos for a pre-sales check and a new MOT, and it came back and now it's back with us for photographs and video. So it's just as lovely as it was the last time we had it. As you can see, the front of the car is very, very clean, and that applies to the bonnet, the light lenses, and also the front bumper. Looking down the length of the passenger side, you can see that the bodywork is all nice, clean, straight, free from any damage. The car is on a matching set of Pirelli P0 tyres, and all the wheels are free from damage, and the brake discs are all in good condition there as well. A tiny little bit of white worm just coming in under the lacquer there, the usual with the moisture lying in between the centre cap and the face of the wheel. Looking down the length of the passenger side from the other end, you can see that it's all nice and clean from this angle as well. We can take a look at the corner bumper. Now there is no damage or scuffs or scrapes, however there is this one little, almost like a dent where it's been caught on a high curb, just in the bottom of the front bumper there, just where you would expect a mud flap to go on. Wheel on the rear and the passenger side, good condition, no damage, and the brake disc all nice and clean there as well. The cabin roof is in excellent condition. We have started to see cabin roofs not fail as much, but have little chips which lets moisture in under the lacquer, and then you start to see like a bloom happening under the clear coat. But the roof on this car is in perfect condition. Looking over the driver's controls, we can see that everything is all nice and clean. We'll take a better look once we're over that side. And I do really like the original iDrive disc as well, or shuffle, whatever you would like to call it, as it's like it's milled from one piece of alloy. The newer cars have got a rather disappointing plastic item that replaced it. Boot carpets free from any marks, and it also has folding rear seats which come in really handy. Apart from the lowering springs, This car doesn't even have a rear box mod, which is a great modification, to be honest. It makes the car sound, the exhaust sound, that little bit deeper, whilst retaining the standard look of the original system. But this car is completely stock, as I mentioned, other than the springs. In fact, it does that. I think it's got a replacement panel filter, and that is it, along with the springs. But looking down the driver's side, we can see that it's all nice and clean. And the wheel on the rear driver's corner. You see some damage. I think I'll look in the brake disc in the back there as well. That's all nice and clean, free from any pitting. And the final angle, looking down the length of the driver's side from the front. Let's get the camera, try and pick up some nice reflections. And well, over here we can take another look at the front bumper from down below. So the last wheel, as we can see, that's all nice and clean. And the brake disc in the back there in good shape as well. And on to the interior. It's hard to believe this car is now knocking on for 16 years old. They've aged really well, and I think because the interior is pretty plain and rather unfussy, it's aged really, really well. Look at all the touch points, make sure everything's not wearing too excessively. So these grab handles have got a rubbery coating on them, and if you get one little mark or a chip from jewellery, it starts to peel, and we do have an area of peel just here and a little bit there, in fact just ever so slightly just on the recesses where you put your finger to operate the electric windows. Entry plates and the M3 emblem all wearing well. Sometimes you can get water ingress underneath the lacquer here, but they're all fine. Outer bolster on the backrest, they're getting to discolour ever so slightly just on the inner seam, but the actual bolster itself is all not lost its shape, it's not baggy or anything, and also the outer bolster on the base also in good condition, and the centre panel isn't too heavily stretched either. So right, let's hop in and we'll get it started. So I'll pop the bonnet first. Easier to do from outside rather than trying to do it on the exit. The car's cold, so we'll not be revving it too hard, but we will give a little blip up to 3000 RPM to let you hear it. Current mileage is 53,608. This sounds so good. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's one of the best sounding V8s this side of something like a supercar. It sounds so tight, so finely tuned. Yeah, we'll go outside, let you have a listen to it from the back. Just listen to it purr away there. This is the drops off cold start. Lovely. Now let's have a look under the bonnet and see what's making all that wonderful noise. So there she is. 4 litre S65 V8, red line of 8,400 RPM, and producing 428 brake horsepower. Lovely, lovely linear power delivery, and it sounds like it could sit at 8,000 RPM all day. It never ever ever sounds rough, strained or unhappy. And this would be my pick of the M engines, and that includes the newer boosted style cars, which are obviously on a different level as far as performance goes, but there's just something so magical about these naturally aspirated high revving V8 engines. So that brings us to the end of the video, guys. I hope you found that helpful. Let me just spin my screen round so that you're not pointing up to the sky. If you would like any assistance with the car, please feel free to get in touch. There'll be a link to the description. There'll be a link in the description to the website, just down below. That'll take you through to the actual car and all our contact details. Always happy to take your car in part exchange. We should be able to organise hire purchase finance on the M3 through selected lenders. If you are looking for something else to watch, I will put a link to a road test of this actual car, and that's just this button up here. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, please subscribe to the channel, that way you'll not miss any more stock updates, or when we do the odd road test, you'll not miss any of them as well. Thanks again for making it to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.